This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Carol. Carol talks for a living, from morning till night. So she relies on Flo's crystal clear home phone service brought to her through Flo's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her in the know, and because she bundles her mobile broadband and TV services, she enjoys huge savings, so she can enjoy much more for much less. So visit any Flo retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
This is the Barbados Today afternoon news update for Tuesday, June 21st. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. 48 employees of Banks Holdings Limited are being placed on the breadline amid restructuring programs at the company. This comes 6 months after the local brewery was acquired by a subsidiary of Brazilian company Ambev. Barbados Today's Marlon Madden has more.
Chief Executive Officer Richard Cozier says all staff were made aware of the retrenchment during a recently held group-wide staff meeting. He says while the difficult changes are a necessary element of the integration process, the group and its employees would subsequently be positioned for growth. He adds that a positive feature of the acquisition has been the creation of several new positions in past weeks, all of which had been filled internally. Cozier describes the process as one of those instances where things will get difficult before they get better, adding that when they get better, there will be plenty of opportunities for employees who remain after the restructuring and other Barbadians in the labor force. I'm Marlon Madden for Barbados Today.
To the courts now, the flight attendant who was charged with drug offences last month has been spared a jail term. 33-year-old Deann Plummer pleaded guilty to all 4 charges when she appeared in the District B Magistrates Court. She was fined $25,000 each for the possession and importation of cocaine. She was convicted, reprimanded and discharged for the charge of possession with intent to supply, and was reprimanded and discharged for the charge of trafficking. Plummer appeared in the District C Magistrates Court and also pleaded guilty to the charge of possession of cannabis and was fined $2,000 forthwith or spent 2 years in prison. All the fines were paid. The St. Lucian national was arrested on April 26 after arriving at the Grantley Adams International Airport. Customs officers found 11 pounds of cocaine in her handbag, and police later searched her apartment and found 1.3 grams of cannabis. Plummer had been on remand before her latest court appearances. The National Union of Public Workers is now settling down to deal with the business of representing the interest of their members after the defeat of a recent vote of no confidence in President Akanni McDowall. That's according to the union's treasurer, Asakore Beckles. Beckles told Barbados Today there were concerns about the impact that the motion would have had on the union's image.
For members out there, they were more concerned as it was the image of the union now. It looks divided, and any union is supposed to look united. It has settled down, things have settled down significantly now. The president is back on course to deal with salary increase and appointments. Those are our main concerns. And there are a few grievances that were outstanding. He would have mentioned them at the hospital, sanitation. They still have outstanding wages and outstanding grievances. And at the airport, those workers are long outstanding with salary increase as well, as a company that was making profits for quite some time. So things have, I would say, are going back on track. There's still some bumps in the road. You're still hearing some underlying talks of, I ain't satisfied, you know. Like,
so another no confidence motion could come?
No, I don't think no confidence. I think just those that would have brought the no confidence motion without just cause or evidence, they thought that membership would have voted out the president just out of, I guess, not liking him or for affiliation or. But when it comes down to it, union members are union members. B, D, independent, they're union members. So if you are going to bring something against someone, you need to bring evidence. And they don't care what side of the aisle you're on.
That was the NUPW's Asakore Beckles speaking with Barbados Today's Kmar Jordan. In sports, West Indies captain Jason Holder is stressing the need for consistency when his side meets Australia in the final leg of the Tri-Nation Series at Kensington Oval this evening. The West Indies are currently at the bottom of the table on 8 points.
We've always been, crucified for not being consistent in the past, and that's something we really stressed in the dressing room. I think every time we're looking for improvement, you can see from Jonathan Charles, he just crept up the ladder in terms of his batting ranking. We've gotten great improvement in terms of the individual stats. I just think it's important, as I said before, we just look for small improvements and gradually looking to build up and move up the ranking.
The International Olympic Committee will now require athletes from Russia and Kenya to have extra checks before they can compete in this year's Olympic Games in Rio. Athletes from countries deemed non-compliant with anti-doping rules will have to be declared eligible by their Sports International Federation. This comes as the IOC met in Lucian today, where they agreed to a 5-point anti-doping plan. It said the presumption of innocence from athletes from these countries is being seriously questioned. The IOC also believes that the lack of trusted doping controls means it wants each sports governing body to vet their athletes and take into account other reliable, adequate testing systems in addition to national anti-doping testing. Russian track and field athletes have been banned from competing in Rio due to accusations of state-sponsored doping in the country. That ban has been upheld by the IAAF.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
I love it. I love it. I give in your sweetness. Hey, it's your girl Azizi, the Barbados TODAY Crop Over Superstar 2015. The competition is even more exciting this year. There will be 3 champions. The public will choose their junior, Soca Royale, and Pickety Crop champion. So here's how it works. Go to our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/Barbados Today to fill out your competition form. 2. Upload your video with your song to Barbados Today's Facebook page. 3. Make sure you invite all your friends and family to vote for you. The contestant with the most votes by the end of their competition will be crowned champion. I gave you your sweetness. I know you like sweetness. All of this is sweetness.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In news from the region, Trinidad and Tobago is coming to the assistance of its neighbors in Venezuela, who are facing a shortage of food and other essential supplies. Businesses in Port of Spain will be supplying a number of products to supermarkets in Caracas this week as a result of a bilateral agreement signed between the leaders of the two countries. We get the details in this report from TV6 News.
The plain load of 12 food items includes grain, pasta, chicken, ketchup, mayonnaise and toilet paper. The Trade Minister expects something concrete.
There should be some signing of a contract to take place soon. The president of Corpovex is due in anytime now, and also there might be an appearance by a senior government official tomorrow.
Arawak, Nutrimix, Vemco and John Dickinson are among the local manufacturers and distributors who are going to send their products. The minister says the government facilitated the deals rather than becoming directly involved.
The manufacturers have been in direct contact with the Venezuelans, with the purchasers, so that the negotiations are taking place between the business entity and the Venezuelan state agency.
Mrs. Gopi-Skoon couldn't give the exact value of the goods to be sent, but said that it was substantial. Originally, the goods were to go to 4 eastern Venezuelan states. They might, however, go to just 1 state for the moment. That's to be decided by Corpovex, the Venezuelan state agency that deals with external trade. Some local manufacturers have expressed concern about payments and have said that they won't load their products until they see funds in their accounts.
Further afield, hundreds of people in California have been forced to evacuate their homes as a result of wildfires that started yesterday. Smoke has been rising from the San Gabriel Mountains behind Los Angeles, and hundreds of acres of land have so far been affected. And finally, a British man who tried to grab a police officer's gun at a Donald Trump rally in Las Vegas has told a court he wanted to shoot the presumptive Republican candidate. Michael Stephen Sanford did not enter a plea when he appeared before a judge in Nevada. He was remanded in custody until a hearing on July 5th. And that's the news this afternoon. Remember, you can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune into Channel 99 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news and sports. I am Maricla Williams. Good afternoon.